You've probably noticed it. Maybe it was a jar of pasta sauce that suddenly felt harder to open. Maybe it was the way you instinctively reached out for the armrest when standing up from your favorite chair. Or maybe your knees just felt a little more tired after walking up a normal flight of stairs. When you mention this to your friends or even some doctors, you usually get the exact same response. Well, you're not in your 30s anymore. It's just a normal part of getting older. And because we hear that so often, we accept it. We start modifying our lives. We ask for help carrying the groceries. We stop doing the yard work we used to love. We quietly shrink our world because we think our bodies are just winding down. Listen to me very carefully. Getting weaker is not a mandatory part of aging. What you are experiencing isn't just getting old. It's a specific, silent, and entirely reversible biological process. Today, we are going to talk about what is actually happening inside your arms and legs right now. I'm going to explain the science without the medical jargon, and by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to send your body the signal it needs to rebuild your strength. Not so you can look like a bodybuilder, but so you can stay independent for the rest of your life. Inside the medical community, we have a name for this silent loss of strength. We call it sarcopenia. Now, don't let the fancy word scare you. It simply means age-related muscle loss. To understand sarcopenia, I want you to imagine your body is like a bank account. When you are in your 20s and 30s, making a deposit into your muscle account is incredibly easy. You eat a decent meal, you move around a bit, and your body naturally holds on to muscle tissue. But as you cross into your 50 and 60-year-old, the bank changes the rules. The maintenance fees go way up. If you don't actively do something to keep your muscle, your body starts quietly withdrawing it. In fact, after age 50, you can lose 1 to 2% of your muscle mass every single year if you aren't doing the right things to stop it. Those muscle fibers don't just vanish into thin air. They shrink. They get replaced by fatty tissue. It's like a fresh grape turning into a raisin because it's not getting the right nourishment and stimulation. And here is the fascinating part. Your body actually becomes slightly deaf to the protein you eat. Scientists call this anabolic resistance. It means you could eat the exact same steak or eggs you ate at age 35, but at age 60, your muscles don't hear the signal to grow. They ignore the food. So, how do we force the body to listen? Before I give you the solution, we need to understand the stakes. When I talk about building muscle, my patients often say, "Doc, I'm 65 years old. I don't care about having big biceps." And I always tell them, I don't care about your biceps either. I care about your independence. Muscle is the armor that protects your joints. When your leg muscles weaken, your knees take the impact of every step. That's where the joint pain comes from. Muscle is also your metabolic engine. The less muscle you have, the slower your metabolism gets, which is why so many people suddenly gain belly fat in their 50s, even though they haven't changed their diet. But most importantly, muscle is your safety net. The number one reason older adults lose their independence and end up in a care facility isn't heart disease. It's a fall. Weak legs lead to poor balance. Poor balance leads to a fall. And a fall changes everything. Rebuilding your muscle isn't about vanity. It is the ultimate insurance policy for your freedom. Here's the incredibly good news. Your muscles are forgiving. They are waiting for a reason to wake up, and age is not a barrier. You can build new, functional muscle at 60, 70, or even 85 years old. But to overcome that anabolic resistance, that deafness to protein, you have to send your body a loud, undeniable signal. You have to give it a reason to adapt. How do you do that? Through resistance training. When you challenge a muscle, whether that's by pushing against a resistance band, lifting a dumbbell, or just slowly standing up and sitting down from a chair, you create microscopic tears in the muscle fiber. Your brain registers this immediately. It says, wait a minute, we need to be able to lift this. We need to survive this environment. That challenge is the signal. Suddenly, your body stops ignoring the protein you eat and starts rushing it directly into the muscles to repair them, making them thicker, stronger, and more capable than they were yesterday. And please, hear me on this. You do not need a gym membership. You do not need to lift heavy iron plates. You do not need to feel exhausted or sore for days. What you need is a consistent signal. Just 15 minutes of resistance exercise, 3 days a week, right in your living room. You can use simple elastic resistance bands. You can do wall push-ups. You can do modified squats using your dining room chair. Your body doesn't know the difference between a $5,000 gym machine and a $10 resistance band. It only knows tension. If you provide the tension consistently, your body will provide the strength. You don't have to accept weakness as a normal part of aging. You are in control of the signals you send your body. I want you to make a commitment right now, today. Go down to the comment section and type, I am sending the signal. Write it down. Make it real. Let this community see that you are taking your strength back. If this video helped you understand your body a little better, please hit the like button. It tells the YouTube algorithm that this is real, science-based health information that other folks our age need to see. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on real solutions without the hype. Now, remember how I mentioned that your body needs protein to rebuild those muscles once you send the signal? Working out is the spark, but nutrition is the fuel. If you eat the wrong kind of protein, you'll just create inflammation. You need to know exactly what to eat to fuel your new strength. Click on the video right here on the screen. The top 5 anti-inflammatory proteins for people over 50. Watch that next. Combine it with what you learned today, and you will be unstoppable. Take care of your body, and I'll see you in the next video.